guys, we're back.
Whatever you guys are about to hear, I'm about to hear for the first time as well, because I don't know what happened in that appointment.
We came to our doctor's appointment today, which was over 2 hours. Vicky's a fucking trooper because they won't even let her in the office because of the coronavirus protocol that they have in place. Well, I already knew it was going to be bad because when she stuck the probe in, the machine stopped working. So she had to like take it out, reset the whole machine, and it took about 10 minutes. And in that time I was telling her, like, you know, this time around I didn't feel any pregnancy symptoms, but I had a lot of reaction from the progesterone that she had me on, which I think it's like pearls, and each pearl's 100 milligrams or something like that, and I was taking 6 of those a day. So we talked about that stuff. She definitely agreed that wasn't a good thing and that we would change it next time around. I definitely wouldn't be having as much. Good. Well, in that time as well, we were talking about some potential things while the machine was resetting, some potential things. Like, I was basically questioning her, like, what happened? Because, like, she was super confident. Honestly, like, she gassed me up real good. Like, I really thought this was going to be the one. And she even told us when we went in for the insemination, like, yeah, you guys are going to have multiples. Like, I'm confident you're going to have multiples. Like, she said, talk to the babies and
prepare for twins.
Yeah,
it's going to be twins.
For twins. And I was absolutely delighted. Like,
which was nice because she was so and
different from the first time we had the insemination.
Yeah, we're not faulting her or anything.
No,
not like,
yeah.
Oh, she told us and now it had to be. Like, no.
Yeah, no.
She was just trying to be as positive as possible, and just, you know, she was showing us that she was excited for us as well.
And
so
on
that's
her end,
really
everything
great.
was looking really well.
Yeah. Well, of course, we're all like, that's what we want to know. What happened? What happened? She even had 8 follicles, which I think 10 is the maximum, right? Or 8 is the maximum.
8 is the maximum.
She had the person that is going to get inseminated has to have between 3 and 8, following the clinic protocols of follicles that are ready to be fertilized, I guess, like to the maximum growth point.
Yeah.
She had 8. So we basically had the best odds. Everything was looking 100%. So what did she say?
This past insemination, what ended up happening is that the sperm wasn't ready for us whenever we got to the doctor's office. And I asked her, I said, did we miss our time window? Because they're very specific. They say, this is when you're getting inseminated. You need to be in the doors 30 minutes prior. We're going to get you back, and then we're going to inseminate you exactly at this time. Well, what she was saying is that the way they set it up is for the insemination to happen right when ovulation is supposed to happen. However, you have from ovulation point up to 24 hours afterwards for fertilization to really like happen, for it to be optimal. And she said that hour past or hour and a half past that we did shouldn't have made any difference, but it couldn't have been before that point, otherwise the odds wouldn't have been as great. Okay. So she said that should not have played a part in us not getting pregnant at all. I didn't know this, but they actually have a file on the computer of all the pictures she's taken of me and all the measurements from both past inseminations that we've done. So she was actually going back and looking at everything, and she's like, I really don't understand what happened, but I want to make changes. The thing was, at that point, the machine had restarted. She stuck the probe back in, and she was like, oh no, like, we can't do it. She said that my uterine lining is really thin, which is fine because I'm currently on my period. However, my right ovary, I have a follicle that is, we do like the number measurements, it's almost 40. And so she said that when this happens, that if I take the injections, that single follicle will continue to grow and none of the other ones will grow. She said that the smaller ones will stay small. The black thing there is actually the follicle that she's talking about. And I mean, it's huge. It really
says 37.4 millimeters.
Yeah, so 37, like that's huge. And I was telling Vicky, I was like, damn, I'm actually kind of worried about ectopic pregnancy, you know, with this past pregnancy, because I told her I was having pains over here.
Yeah.
And now it totally fucking makes sense, because that is huge. It's bigger than what all my eggs combined are supposed to be at this point. So we cannot proceed with treatment this time. The doctor said that we'll have to wait. We can try again next month. The doctor actually gave me some birth control. She wants me to start today. She wants me to take 21 pills and then have my period, and for us to try again at that point. The thing is, it's not going to be guaranteed because we don't know if my body's going to be ready. She suspects it'll be ready at that point for my next cycle, which if I take 21 pills, no thank you. If I take 21 pills and I give myself 3 days to cycle, it puts us at July 20th, which is when she wants us to come back for our next appointment, if we can. So what we've done is we actually bought one-way tickets to the US.
The reason we're going back, yes, of course we miss family, but she enters the country as a tourist. And as a tourist, you get a maximum of 180 days, which is roughly 6 months to be in the country. When those 180 days expire, because if she stays in the country, then she's basically illegal. She would be overstaying her welcome, and we would get charged. You get a fine for overstaying the amount of days that they allow you in the country. So we didn't want that fine. We didn't want to have to pay that money, so we were saying, okay, well, let's go back. Our schools have not given official word, so we were saying, well, I guess in that meantime, we can be back home in Texas with family. But now, you're saying to come back?
Here's the thing. This is another thing that it won't really work. The clinic requires that we could not have traveled or left the country within 14 days. That's like one of their policies right now. So we literally would be in Texas for like 4 days, and then we would have to come back. So
did you tell her that?
I just thought of it right now. Yeah, I didn't think about it at all. I was honestly, whenever she told me we couldn't do it, I was honestly really fucking sad. And this one of the things, like, I want her in my appointment. And that's it. That now, since we're basically having a forced break from trying, from my body not being ready, I don't want to go back unless Vicky can be in the room with me, because this is the type of stuff that, like, literally I had to put on a strong face in there when I just wanted to cry, because it just, like, I'm so ready to be pregnant. I'm so ready to be a mom. I'm so ready for us to grow our family. And it's just another setback. And of course I don't like hearing that.
We are going to talk about what we're going to do and
have some decisions to make.
Yes, and then we will update you guys on what's going to happen.
Yep. So, bye.